Donovan here, and I've got a quick video for you guys that's going to dive into a change that Facebook recently made when it comes to running Facebook ads. Now, this is something that caught us by surprise and we weren't expecting it. And then we noticed that some of the leads that we were getting through were just lower quality. So we obviously work with martial arts schools. We help them grow. We help them add 50 to 100 members to their schools in 3 months. And we noticed that some of the leads that were coming through from Facebook just didn't make sense for who we were targeting. So it's a change that Facebook have made, and I don't want you to be caught out by it. So I'll put this video together super quick so I can show you what this change is and how we're going to use it to our advantage. So let's dive into the Facebook Ads Manager and let's dive into this now. Hey guys, so here I am on the Facebook Ads Manager. Now this is going to be one of my shorter videos. Like usually my videos are like 5-10 minutes long. This one's probably going to be really, really short. I'm going to try and make it as quick as possible so I can dive straight into it and really help you understand what this change is. So that is where the change is. So we run Facebook ads as lead campaigns, and we obviously have those leads come through. We then follow up with those leads and we then turn them into members. Whoops, didn't mean to click that. So we then turn those leads into bookings, which then, we turn those bookings into members. Now, one of the things we noticed was when we were running Facebook ads for some of our clients who are trying to target adults, trying to get men and women into their classes, we noticed that some of the leads that were coming through were too old. So usually if someone's going to do a kickboxing class, obviously we're not really going to target anyone above the age of, 55 would probably be the absolute maximum that we'd want to target. We wouldn't want to target like 65 plus realistically when it comes to advertising for an adult class. But one of our clients that we were working with said to us that three of the bookings, that had come through were like 64 years old. Like 64 years old, 65 years old, and like 66 years old. Like, that's too old for a kickboxing class, and it doesn't make sense. Now, the actual targeting that we were doing at the time when this was happening was 20, I think we were doing 21 to 54. So realistically, looking at this, you wouldn't expect that we'd get anyone coming through who's over the age of 54. Now, that's how it used to be. But if we look at this little part here, it says our ad technology automatically finds your audience. If you share an audience suggestion, we'll prioritize audiences matching this profile before searching more widely. So what that means is, based on how Facebook now runs ads, which we can change it back, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a moment, but based on how Facebook now runs ads automatically, they take what you're giving them as a suggestion and then start advertising more widely. So your cost per lead may get better, but the actual quality of the people who are coming through might not match what you're actually aiming to achieve. So let's imagine we want men and women between the ages of 21 and 54 for an adult course that we're running. Facebook will target people between the ages of 21 and 54, but then maybe they'll start branching out to people who are like 57, people who are like 58, people who are 59, people who are 60. And then if it notices that people are actually clicking on this ad who are like 63 years old, 64 years old, 65 years old, it's going to start pushing your ads towards those people, which is obviously then going to have you having people who are like 63 years old coming through, 64 years old, and that may be too old for what it is that you're actually offering. That's going to negatively affect the actual quality of the leads that are coming through. It's going to negatively affect your sign-up rate, because when people come through, the classes are going to be too high paced for them to actually keep up. So this is something that needs to be addressed, otherwise you're going to get burned realistically. So what I recommend is, if you are running kids ads, which this is obviously a kids ad, if you are running ads where you're actually targeting parents, then it's absolutely fine for you to leave this advantage plus audience on. If you want to target, let's say when we run parents ads, usually we do like 23 to 57. If you want to run it as 23 to 57 and leave this advantage plus audience on, I think that would work really, really well, because if it notices that like 62-year-olds are clicking on the ad, maybe they are grandparents and they want to get their grandchild into martial arts, then that's absolutely fine, because they will still be the correct audience for us to target. So I think if you're running ads for kids and you're trying to fill your kids' classes, advantage plus audience is absolutely fine. But if we are targeting for our adult classes, what you should probably do, which is what we are doing currently, is switch to the original audience type. Use original audience, even though Facebook doesn't recommend it. Scroll down to where the audience is, which is here. And then from there, what you want to do is just choose the usual audience that you would use. So 23 to 57. No, sorry, if this was an adults class, we'd do 20 to like, or 21 to like 55 maybe, or something like that. And then just go ahead and target like that. Because as I said, when you're targeting for your adult classes, your adult kickboxing classes, we don't want to be getting like 60-year-olds, 65-year-olds coming through. So we want to just limit it. We don't even want to allow Facebook to have the flexibility to target outside this age range, because we know that people outside of this age range, or realistically, you could probably drop it down to like 19 or 18 or whatever it is that you want to target. But we know that people outside of this age range are going to be too old to do our classes. So we don't want to allow Facebook the flexibility. But then, of course, when we're targeting for our kids' classes, you can use that Advantage Plus audience, and it will probably help you get better results than you were already getting before. But for the adult classes, we're just going to get a load of low quality leads coming through, which isn't going to benefit anybody. So overall, that's the little problem that I've noticed Facebook have thrown in there. Another thing that we need to keep our eye on. And Facebook are going to keep making changes. I do believe that Facebook are making these changes to make it easier for people like you to be able to advertise without loads of knowledge. I think they want to make it as simple as possible. I think in the past, when people have run Facebook ads, there's been too many options and too many things, and they haven't known what it is that they need to click on. I think Facebook are trying to make it so you just have Advantage Plus on for everything, and they just find your audience and they just give you the results. And I think long term, they want to make it so people like you find it easier to run Facebook ads. But we still need to be wary of these little changes, because sometimes these changes that Facebook make don't work better for martial arts schools. So as a martial arts school, we know that adult classes, we can't be having people who are like 65 or 70 joining our kickboxing class, because they're just not going to enjoy it. They're not going to be able to keep up with the pace that's set for those classes. So we need to keep an eye on these little changes and these little things, and be aware and make sure that we're running the ads in a way that actually makes sense and gets us the results that we want. Overall, that's everything. That's the change that I've noticed that Facebook have made. I hope that makes it easier for you when you're running your Facebook ads. If you do have any questions, just drop them in the comment section, or you can message me on Facebook or something. But other than that, my name's Donovan. I do help martial arts schools add members to their schools. So if you want to check that out, that's in the description. You can click on that. Other than that, you can maybe click like or just subscribe so you can see more videos like this. But that's everything. I hope I've been as straight to the point as I possibly could be, because that's the aim that I try and achieve. But that's everything from me. Have an awesome day, and I do really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video.